Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the Oddly Enough show that we do every week with Swingin Johnson. Of course, during football season, the show consists entirely of Swingin Johnson's picks for the upcoming NFL card. Right now, it is NFL Week 10, and Swingin Johnson started out the year absolutely on fire, then experienced an IQ regression to the an IQ correction, regression to the stupid. But in the heart of the football season now, maybe he is picking it back up against Swingin Johnson. Thanks for being back with us.
Loshak, baby! Yeah, you know, buddy, you are 100% right. I was absolutely en fuego to start the season. And, yeah, I absolutely did a regression to the stupid, as you so aptly put. But you know what? I'm getting my sea legs back a little bit.
Yeah?
Loshak, yeah, it was a 2-in-1 kind of Sunday with my top selection. Yeah, completely square biz pick. The Kansas City Chiefs cashing easily over the Jets. And we also eked out a 3-unit winner when the Vikings squeaked by the Redskins. But you know what, Loshak? Just to remind us that the public is very often wrong and you play the role of a square at your own peril. We did flame spectacularly when we selected the 49ers as big home chalk, who, as you know, lost outright to the Rams. And the Rams, man, I mean, they become a giant slayer of sorts, beating the Niners and the Seahawks within a matter of weeks.
You know, good for you. 2-1 last week. That's all you need. Picking it back up. Swingin Johnson, good to hear. What do you have for us Week 10 NFL?
Okay, baby, I got 3 that I'm laying down today. And the first one actually is kind of a little deviation for me because I'm talking about the Chiefs and the Bills. And you know, Loshak, I wouldn't bet either side with your dick. I mean your money. I'll tell you what, because in my estimation, there's going to be a regression to the mean for the Chiefs as they've not only won 3 straight, but covered in 6 of their last 7 games. Loshak, a veritable ATM. Meanwhile, the Bills have won their last pair of games, throttled the Jets, and of course had the bye week, so they're going to be well rested. You know, I mean, look, if you look at these two teams, Chiefs are better than the Bills, okay? I don't think there'd be too many people that would dispute that. But you know what? It just seems a little wacky. It's about a pick 'em, and I'm not fooling with it, man. I'm just not fooling with it. But what I am going to fool with is the total. Yeah, I mean, because what I'm looking at is it's going to be a defensive struggle. KC boasting the top-rated passing defense in the league, while the Bills are ranked 8th defending the run and a respectable 13th against the pass. Meanwhile, you've got 2 quarterbacks in Alex Smith and Kyle Orton, both, I guess, serviceable is probably an understatement. They're very good quarterbacks, but they're not the Rodgers, the Manning, the Brady, the Breeze kind of guys. They're very serviceable. They don't make mistakes. They, keep the ball under control. I see a grindy game here on what is forecasted as a cold, blustery day in Buffalo with a chance of rain, Loshak. So I say, forget about the side, mofo. Play under 42 for 3 units.
Yeah, Swingin Johnson, I completely agree with you, and I actually did bet that myself as well. Not like the San Francisco game. This is just a very modest bet. So if it loses, no problem at all, no sweat. But I agree with you. All right, what's your second pick for us this week, Swingin Johnson?
Well, the next one up, we've got the Miami Dolphins versus the Detroit Lions here. And, everybody is down on the Lions. You'd never know they were 6-2. And they're down on the Lions for a couple of reasons. They've won 3 of their last 4 straight up, but they have failed to cover in 3 of those last same 4 contests, which is pretty wild. And I think that, honestly, part of the hate towards the Lions, believe it or not, there's a contingent of fantasy football players that also like to gamble that have gotten crushed with Matt Stafford and Calvin Johnson. So I'm not dismissing that at all. But you know what? I will tell you that the Lions are back from their dalliance across the pond when they beat the Falcons 22-21 in England. But they failed to cash. As you know, I think they were about 3-point favorites. But you know what? They've had a couple of weeks to get ready for this one. And reports are that Megatron is healthy. Right. I mean, real healthy. And Reggie Bush is coming back, as well as a few others. And, the reason that I like this is, and the reason that the odds are mildly friendly here, is because the Dolphins have just looked so good lately. I mean, what have they done? They've won 4 of their last 5 with no bigger victory than last week when they crushed the Chargers. The Chargers, Loshak, they blanked the friggin' Chargers 37-0 at home. That is no small feat, I tell you what. And, but you know what? This is the National Football Lottery. Parity reigns supreme. Lions are 6-2, again, in spite of not having all their weapons this season. And I think they're due for a blowout. The Finns, they're stout defensively, but They're not better than the Lions on the defensive side as the ball. The Lions boast the 5th-ranked passing defense, 2nd-ranked run-stop unit. So what does that mean? Ryan Tannehill is going to have to single-handedly muscle Miami to victory. And you know what? I say that ain't going to happen. It's going to be a Motor City shakedown, and the fish are going to get hooked.
Yeah,
I
right.
said play the Lions. Play the Lions minus 2.5 for 4 units, baby.
I can't say I disagree with you. The only thing that makes me a little bit nervous is that the line does seem a little bit suspiciously low. The Lions getting Calvin Johnson back, coming off a bye at home. But, maybe it'll close at 3.5 and, it'll be an easy winner. What's your third pick for us, Swingin Johnson?
Okay, third and last one here. We've got the Rams and the Cardinals, and like the Dolphins, the Cardinals are getting a whole lot of love. You know that little Zeppelin tune, don't you? Okay. The Cardinals reeled off 6 of 7 straight-up wins and ATS covers. Last week, they opened up as 4-point underdogs to the Cowboys. By the time the game kicked, it was almost a pick in many shops. And you know what? That must have been the Sharps because the Sharps got all over that. And the Cardinals did not disappoint that confidence as they walked away with a 28-17 road win over the boys. The Rams, okay, they shocked as well. I mean, it was this was a real shocker. I mean, the Cardinals win was a good, solid road win, no doubt. But the Rams absolutely it stunned NFL fans and gamblers all around when they defeated the Niners only 2 weeks after shocking the Seahawks. But let's not forget, wedged in between that was an absolutely pitiful display at Arrowhead, where the Chiefs absolutely killed them. But you know what? Hey, let's face it. I mean, even the New England Patriots got manhandled at Arrowhead. But you know what? I like the Rams as a decent-sized underdog here. Okay. I'm not saying this is going to be something. Yeah, I'm going all crazy on your ass here, Loshak.
Yeah, no, this is surprising.
Yeah, I understand that this could be a letdown for the Rams, just as it was seemingly against the Kansas City Chiefs after they defeated Seattle. But the thing about the Cardinals is I'm just not really convinced that the Cardinals are just going to walk away with them. Will they win the game? Probably. But you know what? If I'm getting an 8-point head start and I'm looking at the Cardinals ranked 16th in passing yardage, 28th in rushing, while having the dubious distinction of possessing the worst pass defense in the league, I'm thinking that, you know what? The Rams are gritty. They're hardworking. They rank 8th defending the pass. And I think that they can hang and bang. And I'm gonna play the Rams +8 for 3 units.
Wow, Swingin Johnson. All right, you're sounding pretty on the ball this week. That's surprising me right there. I can certainly see it, though. 7 points, 8 points, a lot of points in the NFL. Swingin Johnson, thanks so much. We'll talk to you again next week.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.